Oops. Hey Leo, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning November the 2nd through to the 8th. This week offers the balancing in many ways as Mercury goes direct in Libra, which is great. However, we still have the shadow aspects of Mercury retrograde at play. But as I've mentioned a few times, what if all this negative association with Mercury retrograde really is just a reflection of how our society truly hasn't nurtured authentic communication and expression of self? Is that why we find Mercury retrograde challenging? Because the archetype of Mercury wants us to express our creative divine essence. It wants us to express truth, to experience travel and movement and flow aligned to that. So maybe we experience brick walls because we haven't been taught how to do that, you know, to take the masks off, to speak truth. Maybe the energy shifts the more we embrace a new way of looking at Mercury retrograde. Okay, so this week is also the balancing because we have come out of a powerful week leading up to that blue full moon in Taurus, okay? A lot of shadow work in the last couple of weeks for the collective, a lot of releasing. So this week, the energy archetype is very much about the sigh after the cry, the second guessing after speaking or reacting in words of anger, okay? So take it however it resonates. It's an opportunity to look back. What have I learned? What would I do? What should I do next? How can I listen to self? How can I honor self this week by taking time to introspect? Because next week again offers some powerful planetary movements for us to make the most of. So make the most of you this week, Leo. I'm going to have a look at some symbolism, healing guidance, and what higher consciousness might be helping you integrate at this time, whether it's in relation to this week, whether it's in relation to the retrograde journey thus far. Take it however it resonates, and we'll look at tarot to see how that might be applying in your everyday realities, okay? Source is underneath the deck. Guys, I'm going to say all of the zodiacs have either received divine consciousness or source, a lot of these high consciousness cards as far as guidance from higher self. And, you know, primarily the intuitive message I'm feeling here is that despite the challenges, despite that life shocked us with tower moments of endings and feeling like we were pushed out of relationships, workplaces, opportunities that were stripped from us, on deeper levels, we were really ultimately guided and being redirected by higher self. It can take a long time to shift out of the human mindset of those challenges to look at the higher view, and that's the opportunity this week, is to really connect into source. Unique as that is for you, what is your source of energy? What is your source of inspiration? What is your source of stress? You can really practically apply the wisdom of these cards in whatever way you feel that is appropriate to you, Leo. More importantly, whatever source I'm talking about, okay, how does this fuel you? Does it fill you with light? Does this connection fuel you? Does it nurture you? Do your thoughts about the future nurture you? The energy that is surrounding you, that you are fueling from, okay? Take it however it resonates. Let's see what else wanted to pop up for you guys. This is about you really connecting in to some energy medicine of what personal power really means to you. Maybe I'm connecting into Leos that have needed a rest or have felt extremely tired, depleted by life, by circumstances, by the demands on your everyday. Take it however it resonates, by these ascension upgrades, okay? Maybe this feeling of really feeling like I'm connecting into my personal power is something you haven't felt you've embodied for a while now, and I feel there's a communication here that's not quite ready to happen, but there's a speaking of a deeper truth here. Okay, you're holding yourself back on some level. That might be happening in the work front, that might be happening at home or within a significant relationship. Take it however it resonates. When was the last time you felt completely empowered, excited, energized, like you were fueled by a source of energy that was fueling you towards the higher view, the aha moment? I feel like I'm connecting to Leos that perhaps have been going through a challenging time, a confusing time, a tiring time, that it's just like, I just can't see the light, Ali. Doesn't have to feel extremely heavy. It could just be that I'm meeting everyday responsibilities. You know, I'm on this eat, sleep, repeat routine. What is it about? There's a lot of really resting, retreating energy here, guys, with both of these cards, okay? So I highly suggest, if you can this week, if you need to, take a mental health day, take time to self, put your leave in, take a weekend away. And I feel more prominently it's taking that time to self, so you can really connect and play with others. And I interpret that as, you know, being there with your family and genuinely connecting in that way. But I feel like I'm connecting to Leos that really need that time to self, to seek the medicine of the higher view. If you feel like life has been one thing after another, see the symbolism of the clouds swirling like that. There is peace here, there is inspiration here, but you just can't quite see it because everything is noisy, there's a lot going on. And the last time you connected to this center of your wisdom, the last time you meditated, whatever the case may be, might have felt like a long time ago or a while ago. I just haven't made time for self. I haven't made time for self-care. Haven't made time for silence. Life feels noisy and busy under this energy. And it is really impacting your personal power, Leo. I know it's not a lion, but it very much feels like you. Okay, when was the last time you roared? When was the last time you felt sure? And I feel it's got something to do with your environment, your work environment. You need to retreat from the energy that you are fueling from, even if it's just being stuck in the mind about a conflict, the circumstances of my life, overthinking something. The energy I'm unconsciously and unconsciously absorbing as well is what I do want to say, love. All right. Strong suggestion this week is to retreat, take time for self, move away from that which is stressing you, okay, as suggested by the Six of Swords. Interesting if the tarot wants to reflect that again. There's something here about a new way in which to experience love, commitment, work, okay, career success, financial success, but the emotional body needs to be refueled first, okay? You want to love your life, you want to love your career, you want to reignite the love in your relationship. There is certainly a new possibility for some Leos out there to begin a brand new relationship, okay? That feels very much like a marriage-like commitment, and it could certainly be in relation to a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Take it however it resonates. In order to experience harmony in this connection, in this commitment, in this potential of connecting and committing again, if I've been single, all right, there's a retreat phase here. It's the transition before the new. It's the healing phase. Like I said, this week is very much about the higher view, looking back on all you've learned about love, commitment, your career, what abundance has meant for you, what abundance you have grown, what you've lost. I could really interpret this in 101 different ways. Again, look, this is you. The King of Wands, male or female, is you guys, Leo. Okay, it's your divine essence, the lion inside your heart. Again, I know it's not a lion. There's something here about connecting back to you, lovey. All right, this week feels very personal as far as connecting back to you, okay? There's something you need to recognize about that. Maybe I'm connecting into Leos that aren't getting the recognition they deserve. Whether that is at work, whether that is in their relationship, whether that they're not recognizing themselves, okay? They're pushing themselves in a direction that is ultimately leading to this. I feel a depletion energy, guys. Holy dooly. Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This is symbolic. There's a balancing that needs to take place within you, the balancing of the divine masculine and feminine energies. And I'm feeling like you've been using a lot of drive energy. Go, go, go. Action, action, action. But there's been little room for divine feminine energy, which is about retreating. It's about going within. It's about intuiting. It's about healing. Your personal power will be found in the medicine of balancing both the divine masculine and feminine aspects within you. And I'm even going to say, if you are having challenges in your relationship, there's a new way in which to experience this marriage, this commitment by balancing the divine feminine and masculine aspects within the connection. You know, if you've always played a certain role where you've retreated back, act, speak, state. If you've always played a certain role where you've been embodying this masculine energy, retreat back, revert back. There's a balancing here. And I'm even going to say there's a beautiful balancing inner connection for Leos out there that choose medicine for self, choose the medicine of repower, refueling this week. And it will not just benefit you, but the connections in your life. And if you haven't got one, then I strongly feel I'm connecting to Leos that are bringing and drawing forth one in. But there's a refueling stage here. Okay, this is about self-love. This is about refueling, recognizing what needs to happen so that I can, this is connecting to you, Leo, because I feel really disconnected from self here, love. Okay? You guys and you guys alone will know what's right for you. Maybe you've been invested in a marriage, doing everything for everyone else. This is about balancing the scales of responsibility too, practically speaking. is what I do want to say. One more card. I don't know. I'm just being curious. There's a new way in which to... There's a lot of love here, Leo. Okay, new way in which to experience your emotions. There's a new way in which to experience emotions and genuine emotional harmony, happiness within this connection or within relationships in general. There's a new way in which to relate, connect, love. Okay, the past has taught you a lot. Yes, circumstances have taught you a lot. It's time to retreat with your love. It's time to retreat into the energy of love. It's time to retreat into the energy of being refueled by love, loving life, loving path, loving self, loving the connections in your life. Yeah, that will bring your fire back, darling. That is going to bring your fire and empowerment back, because I feel like that's been depleted because you've been disconnected from source, which is your higher self. Could keep going. I'm on 10 minutes already. All right, Leo, that was your quick read. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please do go ahead and check out the shop link above where you can book one online. Until next time, have a rest and refueling week. All right, take care.